Hey everybody, let's make some Brunswick stew today. Got me a fire starter here, about a half a chimney of charcoal, adding it to my charcoal basket here. I'm adding 2 chunks of apple wood and 1 chunk of oak. Got my grill washed and clean, putting it all together. Let it get up to temp. Today I'm using Killer Hog's AP seasoning, some of the barbecue rub, some smoking gun seasonings on both sides and the edges of the pork and the chicken alike. The grill is ready and I'm putting the chicken on with the dark meat towards the heat. Next goes on that portion of Boston butt. There's room for everything on this grill. Let's get to smoking. It's a couple hours later. Let's check the temp. Okay, that chicken is done. I'm going to get this chicken off the grill and carry it in the house. Reposition this pork and let it keep on smoking. 2 hours later, it's time to wrap this piece of meat. I'm going to start out adding some honey and then some brown sugar and finally some Craig's barbecue sauce. Wrap it all up tight. 2 layers, people, heavy duty. Put it back on the grill, put the lid back on and open up those vents, and in the miracle time I'm pulling pork. Look at that bone. I wish you could be here and smell this stuff. It's so good. I might have tasted a few pieces of it along the way. I'm just going to put it in a bag with all that juice you see, and I'll be back tomorrow to continue part 2 of this video. It's tomorrow and I'm back. I'm chopping 1 medium onion and putting it in the pan with a little bit of olive oil. Cook this down just a little bit. Caramelize these onions till they're translucent. I like to do onions this way anytime I'm adding them to a stew or any kind of dish. I'm going to start on the rest of the ingredients. That's 1 can of peas, 2 cans of butter beans, 2 cans of corn, and 1 large can of diced tomatoes, as well as 2 cans of cubed potatoes that I forgot to show you. Now it's time to add those onions that I cooked a few minutes ago, as well as a can of crushed tomatoes. Give it a stir. I think I got it like I want it now. Putting in 1.5 cups of chicken stock and 1/2 cup of Smithfield chicken and barbecue sauce, 1 teaspoon of granulated garlic, 1 teaspoon of fresh cracked black pepper, and a couple of pinches of salt. Give it all a stir. So here's the pork and the chicken from yesterday that I had on the smoker. I'm going to chop it all up. Just be sure it's all good and chopped up. Add it right into the mixture. Give everything a really good stir. We're ready. I've turned the crock pot up to high. We're going to let this come to a good simmer for an hour or so, and then we're going to eat. Alright people, I've waited long as I can. Let's get the lid off of this. I cut it off a little bit ago to let it cool down. But it is still some kind of hot. And I can't lie to you, I've already tasted of it, and let me tell you something, it does taste good. I'm just going to get a bowl full of it right here. Look at all that goodness in there, people. Ooh-wee. Hey, we finally reached a point where we're going to taste of this stuff, and I want you to know that it's good, because I may have already tasted it, okay? But I want you to know that this was a 2-day process. Yesterday I smoked a small portion of a Boston butt, sliced about that thick. You saw it in the video. I also smoked a whole chicken, and this meat is a combination of both and a whole lot of different vegetables, and there's some potatoes in there. I'm in eastern North Carolina and we like potatoes. And this is billed as Brunswick stew. And I'm going to tell you something. It's good. My wife tried it. She likes it. I like it. And I think you'll like it. You can add your own herbs and spices. You can do it any way you want, with potatoes, without potatoes, whatever. All right, here we go. Here's a bite with everything in it. Good. Good stuff. I think I'm going to have to try a little bit more. It's still hot. My little taste tester's down there and she wants it, but I can't let her have anything that's smoked or she'll make a mess. Sure enough. Okay, look. I'm going to put some of this on a cracker. Here we go. Some kind of good. I hope you'll try this recipe. I hope you like this video. You really need to try this yourself. Tailor it to your own taste. If you like what we're doing here at the Southern Sideboard Cooks, subscribe to my channel and ring that bell so you know every time that I make a new video. And I'll see you next time. Take care.